/advantage. netsuite.com/advantage.
Little Caesars presents delicious duos like bacon and eggs, spaghetti and meatballs, and of course peanut butter and jelly. Now, Little Caesars brings you a large, hot and ready slices and sticks. A delicious duo featuring 4 slices of pepperoni pizza, together with 8 tasty slices of Italian cheese sticks, plus crazy sauce for only $6. Little Caesars hot and ready slices and sticks is just $6. Available every day when you walk in between 4 and 8 at Little Caesars.
Pizza.
At participating locations plus tax. Prices may vary.
All right, your chance to win a free pizza from our friends at Little Caesars this morning with our morning trivia question. One winner per 30 days. Well, we're into a new month, so if you haven't won, let's just say in the last 30 days and per household, okay, you can win today. And this hopefully won't take too long. I know we have some bright people out there. Our topic this morning is inventions. Inventions. Question: which household appliance was once horse-drawn? Which household appliance was once horse-drawn? 651-9149, 800-956-1023. Good morning, trivia.
Vacuum cleaner.
That's it! Wow, you're fast. Who is this?
That's Buddy Daniel here.
Daniel, how you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you?
How did you know? You were calling before I even read the question, Daniel. Are you reading my mind?
I think I can be. No.
Oh boy, that's scary. Daniel, we appreciate you. Yeah, did you know that the original vacuum cleaner had to be horse drawn?
Yeah.
We've come a long way, haven't we?
Oh yeah. I remember the old little pull behind lawnmowers that you had to use that were just the old style type that you had to push.
Yeah.
Without any, no gas or nothing. So
yeah.
I seen one of those at one of those roller coaster yard sales.
Oh, really?
I was like, man, that's antique right there.
That's exactly right. You should have bought that thing. All right, yeah, our answer this morning, Daniel, is the vacuum. The vacuum was once horse-drawn. There's actually pictures online. You can check that out sometime when you'd like to. But congratulations, Daniel. You won a free pizza again. How about that?
more free food.
That's right. All right, man. I'll get you on hold here and get your information. Thanks for listening this morning. Hope you have a wonderful day.
Thank you, James.
All right, buddies. Just stand by here. Yep, that's Daniel Irwin from the Etoile area. And the answer, of course, the vacuum. 7:09, running over just a little bit, but we have more great news coming up with Brendan Crane. Stay with us, folks. Good Morning Live.
Good morning from Forever Communications. WCLU Glasgow, W276VO Glasgow, WLLI Muffordville, WLYE Glasgow, W253BN Glasgow. Good Morning Live.
CBS News Brief. Officials in South Korea and Japan say North Korea has fired nearly 24 missiles into the sea in the last 12 hours. One crossed the sea border. Asia expert Robert Kelly at Pusan National University.
It's about joint U.S.-South Korean air drills. Those were halted for a few years when Donald Trump was president, but they have since returned, and the North Koreans have often said they're sort of practice for invasion, and they respond often with these tests.
Political heavy hitters making the rounds ahead of next week's midterms. President Biden touting the Inflation Reduction Act in Hallandale Beach, Florida.
Checks are going to be up, and Medicare premiums are going to be down. And look, it's a big deal for seniors. Just add up how much we're reducing the cost of living on Medicare for those in need of health care.
The Fed's expected to raise interest rates again today. CBS News business analyst Jill Schlesinger.
Probably a 0.75 percentage point increase.
CBS News Brief. I'm Deborah Rodriguez.
Injuries and illnesses that require immediate attention can happen anytime, any day of the week. That's why TJ Urgent Care is open daily, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. Their team of doctors and nurse practitioners are highly trained in caring for your family's urgent health care needs. With on-site lab, radiology, and pharmacy, TJ Urgent Care provides the ultimate convenience. No appointment is needed, and TJ Urgent Care is open 7 days a week. TJ Urgent Care, located at the TJ Health Pavilion in Glasgow. TJ Urgent Care, total local care.
Refine, revitalize, and restore with great gifts for any occasion.
Glasgow's premier med spa, R Plus, is here to help you enhance your self-image by celebrating your unique beauty. Shop from the brands we love at our retail store, or purchase a gift certificate for any of our services, from hydrofacials and skin pen to laser treatments and massage therapy. Pamper your loved one today with the gift of care from R Plus Med Spa in Glasgow.
You know, running for mayor of Glasgow really has nothing to do with politics. It's not about who you know or what you have. It's about stepping up to take care of what we have while we expand the opportunities to every citizen in Glasgow. I want people to never forget what we have been blessed with and do our part to continue our community pride. I'm Henry Royce, and I want to lead the effort to get us all on the same page and to make our home a player in the growth of Southern Kentucky.
The Glasgow Police Department, we strongly believe in outreach and getting involved with our community.
Obviously, we're doing more than just out in the community writing tickets. We're here for the community when they call for help.
We deal with medical patients, we deal with all kinds of sorts of things and all kinds of different people.
I enjoy getting the calls of, hey, I need gas, can you bring me a gas can?
We're always involved in stuff and just trying to invest in our community and make it better.
Glasgow's always been my home. This is where I was born and raised, and this is where I'll stay.
Well, good day. It's Wednesday, November 2nd. I'm Brennan Crane. Time is 7:12 now. Welcome into the 7 o'clock morning edition. This is WCLU Local News. It's great to have you with us today. Really busy day and really busy for the next week or so as we are quickly approaching the general election now. And, of course, the midterm, several folks are looking ahead toward that as next Tuesday is Election Day. We'll touch base in just a moment about the election and how you can vote early across the state of Kentucky. That's beginning tomorrow. So again, keep that in mind. We'll touch base on that in a moment. The way that weather is shaping up today looks like a chance of showers gradual this morning, getting clearer as we go through the day. High near 71, and by this evening, mostly clear with a low around 45 degrees. As we make it to the end of the week, Friday into Saturday, looks like those temperatures are going to be back up into the 70s. And at this point, our Saturday forecast looks like a 60% chance of showers. By Sunday, that's reduced to a 20% chance with a high near 72. In news this hour, Glasgow police say a missing teenager has been found safe. 13-year-old Madison Taylor was last seen around 9:30 p.m. Monday. She was last seen in the area of West Leach Street here in Glasgow. Police did not provide information about her clothing or direction of travel at the time she went missing, but they did alert yesterday about 1:44 in the afternoon that she was discovered safe and located there. And again, we don't have an exact idea where she was located, but we do know that she was safe and she was located. The Kentucky State Police Post 3 alerted yesterday as well that they'll be conducting traffic safety checkpoints throughout the month of November. And, of course, those are pretty much standard. Each month they release this information, and they put those pretty much in the same spots each month. But it's important that you know about these simply because if you do come up to one of those traffic safety checkpoints, you want to have, of course, all the documentation necessary so that you're not caught up there in the traffic. In Allen County, a few of those hot spots: US 31E at Kentucky 1147, US 31E at the Tennessee state line, US 31E at the Barron County line, Kentucky 101 and Kentucky 1533. Here in Barron County, looks like US 31W at the Edmonson County line and the Hart County line, US 31W in Kentucky 255, Kentucky 70 and Kentucky 255, Kentucky 249 at the Monroe County line. Across regions like Edmonson County, looks like they'll be at Kentucky 728 at Nolin Dam, Kentucky 728 at Lincoln Volunteer Fire Department, Kentucky 259 at Kentucky 2336, that's Jock Road, Kentucky 259 at Cedar Grove Church Road, and of course there are several others across the region as well. You can find those listed at kentuckystatepolice.org. Well, the general election is now less than 1 week away, and candidates are gearing up, and voters are gearing up, of course, to cast their ballots as soon as tomorrow here in the state of Kentucky. Many folks have been, voting via the mail-in absentee. Those have been going to the clerk's offices across the state. They've also been voting during this excused absentee voting period. That ends today, and beginning tomorrow is that no excuse early voting, and that's where everyone can vote. Essentially, it's just like Election Day, but it's 3 days worth of it here in Kentucky, specifically here in Barron County. That will be from 8 o'clock in the morning to 4:30 daily, including this Saturday, and that will be at the Barron County Extension Office. You'll be able to go there and vote, and of course, again, it's just like Election Day. You'll check in with your ID. They'll give you your ballot. You'll go and mark that and feed that through the machine yourself. So again, lots of things to know about with this election. Folks who are running for this election, you can find a lot of that information at our website, WCLUradio.com. If you'd like to view a sample ballot for the general election, which is the one that has happening tomorrow and next week, that's at barron.countyclerk.us, and several races on there, including United States Senator, United States Representative, County Judge Executive, County Attorney, Sheriff, Jailer, County Surveyor, all the magisterial districts, and also city councils, mayors, circuit judge, the family court judge and district judge, boards of education. Lots of things to know about there, and you can find all of those candidates and who's running. And again, be aware there are 2 constitutional amendments on your ballot this fall. That first amendment, Constitutional Amendment 1, is quite lengthy, so you do need to read that and educate yourself about that, because it will be hard to do that while you're standing there trying to vote, and you need to be educated about what that's exactly asking of you before you vote yes or no. Same way with Constitutional Amendment 2. It's much briefer, or shorter rather, but again, be aware that you need to be aware of what's going to be on that ballot. And we do want to let you know as well, we talked a little bit about the Glasgow School Board of Education. They were meeting last night in a special called session, and that was simply to go into a closed session to discuss proposed litigation on behalf of that public agency. We do understand that they did not take any action at that meeting last night, so they returned from that closed session with no action taken, so keep that in mind. We don't have a clear exact idea of exactly what they discussed in there. Obviously, it's a closed session, but we are making a firm deduction in the fact that they have been dealing with the fact that the former superintendent there was overpaid when he retired earlier this year. Keith Hale was overpaid several $1000s for sick accrued days there, or accrued sick days rather. And again, we're following this. We don't have any information for you at this point on that meeting, other than there was no action taken. And what about the holiday season approaching? Now we're in the month of November. A local teenager is behind an effort to donate as many toys as he can to hospitalized children this holiday season. 13-year-old Brady Spencer of Glasgow started the effort about 5 years ago. He calls it Brady's Toy Drive, and it returns every year with hopes that more and more toys will be donated.
I decided that I wanted to do a toy drive for the kids in Norton's, because while I was there, I saw a lot of kids that were, they just looked pitiful, and I just want to help some people out.
What began as digestion problems and severe dehydration spiraled into an eventual kidney failure diagnosis. Brady was just 8 years old. Now, while undergoing treatment and a stay at Norton Children's Hospital, Brady learned about the active service. Staff brought various toys and items to comfort him.
It just made me get my mind off of the situation that was going on.
Now, following Brady's treatment was an ignition to serve others. He started the toy drive with hopes of spreading cheer to children and teens at Norton Children's Hospital in tough circumstances. That effort continues for its 5th year. Jenny Spencer is Brady's mother, and she said donations usually end up in their kitchen and are stacked on the kitchen table. They then gather them into boxes and deliver them to the hospital.
You want to be a blessing that you're the one that ends up getting blessed.
Brady's Toy Drive seeks toys that can be played with in a small space or in a hospital bed, such as clay, puzzles, crafts, dolls, coloring books, cards, etc. All donations, they'll be provided to children and teenagers. Last year's donations, they were given to Norton Children's Hospital and Jennings Creek Elementary in Warren County following deadly tornadoes that ravaged parts of central and western Kentucky. They will be donated to those entities this year as well. Donations, they're accepted through November 30th. Donate those at PJ's College of Cosmetology or Debbie's Salon in Glasgow. Toys must be new. 7:20 now. I'm Brennan Crane. Wednesday, November 2nd. We'll be right back.
Attention home buyers and homeowners. If you're shopping for a mortgage or considering refinancing your home, call one of Kentucky's top mortgage lenders, South Central Bank. Recognized as the area's best mortgage company, they're ready to help you walk through the borrowing process, step by step, with experienced lenders and a full range of loan solutions that suit your budget. South Central Bank can help make your dreams become reality. Contact them today. You can even apply online at southcentralbank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Most people will hesitate before planning a funeral in advance.
The funeral? We'll arrange that when the time comes.
But there's a lot to be said for advance planning. For one thing, you have the peace of mind of knowing that your arrangements have all been made. You can consider the options when your mind is clear, and you'll have the relief of knowing that your loved one will be well cared for. A.F. Crow & Son Funeral Home, a celebration of love.
Welcome back into WCLU News this morning, 7:22. We do want to make a quick clarification for folks that may be confused. Again, the Glasgow Education Board of Education last night, they did have a closed session, but when they returned from that, they did not make any action or take any action on that. So again, as a point of clarification there, the school board, of course, they have to come out of that closed session back into a public setting before they make any action or decide to say that they did not, and that was actually what happened. They did not take action there after that closed session, so just a point of clarification. In more news this hour, federal prosecutors say a man has been sentenced to 40 years in federal prison for shooting two deputy U.S. Marshals during a standoff at a duplex in West Tennessee. The U.S. Attorney's Office said Tuesday that Bobby Joe Claybrook Jr. had pleaded guilty to assault on a federal officer with a deadly weapon and discharging a weapon during a violent crime stemming from a November 2020 shooting. Authorities said federal agents and local law enforcement went to a duplex in Jackson to serve arrest warrants for Claybrook. Claybrook fired on the teen through a porch window. Two officers, they were shot but survived. And mental health experts say this winter may be especially difficult for people who've lost homes or loved ones in the eastern Kentucky floods and those who are rebuilding after last year's deadly tornadoes in the western part of the state. Nadia Ramlagan reports on this matter.
The increased stress on families during the holidays and winter blues could set the stage for seasonal depression, says Marcy Timmerman with Mental Health America of Kentucky. The University of Kentucky reports more students seeking help for mental health issues on campus. Timmerman says Mental Health America has an online screening tool that can be used at home to gauge depression risk.
We've been through pandemics, tornadoes, and flooding, right? We've lost homes, we've lost things. We may have lost people we love. We lost places that we love.
She points out that screening for depression increases the chance of getting treatment. Research shows many primary care physicians fail to recognize depression, especially in patients of color. If you or someone you know are experiencing a mental health crisis, call or text the National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline at 988 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Nadia Ramlagan reporting.
Again, that's important information there. Remember that hotline there, 988. It's synonymous with dialing 911 on your phone. It will dial there, and you can get help immediately. Also, we do want to let you know about the Substance Abuse and Mental Health Services Administration. You can call them. That is confidential, free, 24/7, 365 days a year, and that's referral and information services there in English and Spanish for individuals and families facing mental or substance abuse disorders. You can call that at 1-800-662-HELP. That's 1-800-662-4357. Longtime Kentucky Congressman Romano Mazzoli has died in Louisville. He was 89 when he died Tuesday. The Democrat represented Louisville and its suburbs in Congress for 12 terms before retiring in 1994. Mazzoli was elected from the 3rd District to his first term in November 1970. A federal building in downtown Louisville is named for him. He accepted no political action committee contributions and limited contributions to $100 rather than the $1,000 limit. In the 1980s, he co-authored major immigration legislation that passed in Congress. And finally today, transportation officials are scheduling a 9-day closure of an Ohio River bridge connecting Indiana and Kentucky. The Interstate 64 eastbound lanes that connect New Albany, Indiana to Louisville via the Sherman-Minton Bridge, they'll close November 28th. The 59-year-old bridge, it's undergoing a long-term renovation. Indiana officials say it will add up to 30 years to its life. Crews are scheduled to do demolition work, and transportation officials say the suggested alternate route during the closing, it would be I-265 in Indiana to Interstate 65. 7:26 now. I'm Brennan Crane. One more time on that forecast for you today. A chance of sprinkles here before about 1 o'clock, and then we'll see some here and there this afternoon, mainly in the early afternoon. A high near 71 for your day, gradually clearing by this evening, mostly clear and a low around 45. Thursday, sunny and a high near 76. Friday, sunny with a high near 77. And the next chance of showers is a 60% chance on Saturday with a high near 75. 7:27, have a great Wednesday.
At Metro by T-Mobile, you can save more. Choose from the largest selection of free 5G phones from brands you love, like Samsung, with one line of unlimited 5G for $40, period. Taxes and fees included. That's the lowest price in prepaid. Switch now and get both to save more, only at Metro. If congested, the fraction of users greater than 35 gigabytes per month may notice reduced speeds, and Metro customers may notice reduced speeds versus T-Mobile due to prioritization. Video streams in SD requires eligible port-in. See store for details.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Flu cases are hitting several Kentucky schools at this time, and some are in the area still recovering from the July floods. Superintendent Wayne Sizemore of Jackson Independent Schools says schools in his district are closed today and Thursday due to the high number of illness cases. He tells WKYT-TV he's concerned it's just another hill to climb for his students and families.
Now we're kind of transitioning from the basic needs of water, food, electricity, and now we're looking into weather-related. What are we going to do for families who need heat, who need winter clothing and things like that?
Powell County school officials say students will not return to school until next Wednesday and will be making up most of the lost days later. Former Kentucky Congressman Ron Mazzoli passed away yesterday, just 1 day shy of his 90th birthday. Paul Miles has more.
The Louisville Democrat served 12 terms in the U.S. House, representing Kentucky's 3rd District before retiring in 1995. Mazzoli authored the last major immigration reform legislation to pass Congress. A devout Catholic, Mazzoli opposed abortion. In 1991, he unsuccessfully proposed a constitutional amendment which would ban all abortions by granting legal protection to all unborn children.
Elizabethtown is among the best places in the country for veterans to buy a house. So says research done by the Navy Federal Credit Union, who put Elizabethtown in 4th place among American cities for those who served to become homeowners. The city's proximity to Fort Knox, as well as its historic downtown center, are listed as reasons veterans are attracted to the area. I'm Sean McCormick.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
This election, vote no on Amendment 2. Amendment 2 is a government mandate that would take away our individual rights. Amendment 2 is an extreme measure that bans all abortions, no exceptions. Not for the life of the mother or in the case of rape or incest. The decision to have an abortion should be made between a woman, her doctor, family, and faith. There's no telling how far politicians will go. We have to vote no on Amendment 2. Abortions in Kentucky have always been highly regulated. Abortion later in pregnancy is banned in Kentucky, and all women seeking an abortion must go through mandatory counseling. Amendment 2 puts women and families in danger. Miscarriages become fatal. pregnancy complications can threaten a mother's life. It's why religious leaders and doctors across the state are voting no. Tell politicians Amendment 2 goes too far. On November 8th, vote no on Amendment 2.
845. You've depended on WCLU News for more than 30 years for your live election returns coverage. This year, we return to the airwaves and online at WCLUradio.com Tuesday, November 8th. It's general election coverage beginning at 6 p.m. Catch us on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, on the air at 103.1 FM and 1490 AM, and you'll catch us on Glasgow Electric Plant 4 Channel 6. It's live election returns coverage, commentary, candidate interviews, and more, only on WCLU Radio.
Here's the score from the Kentucky News Network. I'm Scott Fitzgerald. Well, both Kentucky and Missouri's football teams are at work again today ahead of their clash in Columbia on Saturday. This as the two teams have met every season since 2012, with Kentucky leading the series 8-4, but splitting in Columbia 3 games each. For the Cats, you know what you're getting into with their pro-style offense that ranks nationally in the top 10 in time of possession. Well, the defense, despite their game against UT, is third in the SEC. So for Missouri head coach Eli Drinkwitz, that's something he understands and respects when it comes to the Cats.
I have the utmost respect for Mark and what he's accomplished. You know, he took a job in this league that had not had a whole lot of success and went and built an identity and stuck with his process. And you can see the identity of that team every time you watch it, whether it's been in 2020 when we played them or this year when we played them. The identity of how they plan to win shows up.
On to college basketball, Western Kentucky will play the first of 2 exhibition games tonight, hosting the University of Montevallo. The Toms are returning 5 starters from last season's team who won 9 of their last 10 regular season games. Also tonight, the Murray State Racers open the second Steve Fromm era as they host Brescia in their only exhibition game this season. Speaking of the Tops, freshman Acacia Hayes made a great first impression as the Murfreesboro, Tennessee native led the way with 22 points, and the Western Kentucky women beat Lindsey Wilson 84-61. That impressing Coach Greg Collins.
She showed a lot of, she got 4 steals. She's close to getting 8. You know, she's starting to read that and react, and that's something different than what she's been taught in the past. As she continues to get more confident and anticipate that a little bit better, she's going to be pretty tough to stop.
And at the World Series, Bryce Harper hitting a home run in the bottom of the first inning. The Phillies crushed the Astros 7-0. They take a 2-1 lead in the Fall Classic. I'm Scott Fitzgerald.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Becco's new line of dishwashers feature Corner Intense, the first sprayer that cleans all the way to the corners. Becco achieves this performance using 50% less water and 25% less energy than U.S. standards for dishwashers, which is why when you choose Becco, you not only get cleaner dishes, but you're making the planet cleaner too. Save energy and money with gift card rebates up to $200 on eligible models until December 31st. Visit Becco.com for more details. That's BEKO.com.
This is Ernie Johnson Jr. Sports is about overcoming obstacles, and college coaches work hard to help young men overcome Duchenne muscular dystrophy. It's called Coach to Cure MD, and you can help. Text the word CURE to 501-501 to donate $25 on your next mobile phone bill, or go online to CoachToCureMD.org. Text the word CURE to 501-501. Help coaches cure MD.
Brought to you by the American
You work hard for your money, and South Central Bank has created a way to get your money working for you by announcing new CD rates. A 21-month CD with an APY of 3.25% is now available. That's right, a 21-month CD paying 3.25% is available right now from South Central Bank. Need a shorter term? Well, a 9-month CD will pay 2.5% APY. Minimum deposit $500. The power of these CD rates is very impressive. Come into any South Central Bank office today and get your money working for you. Remember, FDIC. Penalty for early withdrawal may apply.
Good morning live here at WCLU and the Big Willie. Good morning to you folks. EPB Channel 6 viewers, hello. Facebook Live, YouTube Live. And of course here at 1490 103.1. Phew, that's all kinds of ways to listen in, stay connected with us here. Birthdays and anniversaries on this Wednesday, Hump Day, November 2nd. We have several now. We have Ann Bruce Botts and John Botts. That's mother and son celebrating today. Daryl Bunch, Brenda Jaggers. Happy birthday to Logan Thomas. Chuck Houchins. Connor Netherton is a big 14 today. Katie Bethel is 15. Congratulations. Hope you have a great day. Joyce Bailey. Happy birthday to Angela Brody, 43 today. Mackenzie Forrest is 17. Bryson Braswell, happy birthday. Luke Williams is 17. Hope you have a remarkable day. Brenda Wright. Chris Pointer is 35 today. 35 today, Chris Pointer. Happy birthday also to Wayne Shelton. Here's an anniversary. Danny and Kay Tracy celebrating. And good as gold, of course, Daryl Bunch. It's Daryl Bunch Day here at WCLU. So if you see Daryl, if you know Daryl, you see him around town, pat him on the back, tell him he's good as gold from all of us here at WCLU and the Big Willie, and a little taste of Texas, too. Daryl's name will go in the hat for Friday's drawing here on Good Morning Live. We'll be giving away a $20 value from a little taste of Texas. So find out who our big winner will be this week, Friday morning, just before 8 o'clock. Here at WCLU and Good Morning Live. 651-9149 if you have a birthday coming up in the near future, or 800-956-1023. It's 7:36 and some things coming up this morning. Opry clue number 1, be listening for that. Every Wednesday before 8 o'clock, we give you the first clue of the week. Thursday's the second clue. Third and final clue on Friday, and then your chance to win some passes to attend the Opry, a show at the Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Clue number 1 straight ahead. And if we have time this morning, Brennan and I, we're going to be playing a little game. Okay, so we'll explain more about that coming up. Stay with us here at WCLU and the Big Willie.
Transparency, fiscal responsibility, innovation, and leadership are all things that Barron Countyans need and deserve from their judge executive. And those are the exact things that Jamie Bewley-Byrd plans to bring to the office.
Hi, I'm Jamie Bewley-Byrd, and I am running to represent you, the people of Barron County, as your next Barron County judge executive. Let's work together, grow business, improve quality of life, and celebrate the awesome community that we are a part of. I'm Jamie Bewley-Byrd, and I humbly ask for your vote and support.
Paid for by Jamie Bewley-Byrd for Barron County Judge Executive.
It was a Friday. We were wrapping up a slow night on highway patrol when the call came in.
Deer Patrol, and Buck speaking. Slow down, Tom. Slow down. What's the problem? What? You hit a deer and Southern Kentucky Collision is going to give you a free turkey? Well, that sounds like a great idea. I'm sorry you don't agree, but Southern Kentucky Collision knows that deer do a ton of damage to vehicles. Kentucky's ranked 4th in the country in number of deer collisions this time of year. A free turkey when you bring your vehicle to Southern Kentucky Collision for repair of the deer damage is a great way to turn your luck around. Well, not your luck around.
Southern Kentucky's Collision's respected work is well documented. So if you hit a deer, don't be a turkey. Get a turkey. Bring your vehicle to Southern Kentucky Collision. The 8th annual Hit a Deer, Get a Turkey event at Southern Kentucky Collision, Industrial Drive, Glasgow. No real deer or turkeys were harmed in the making of this commercial.
Drive, Glasgow. All right, some things going on in and around the area with our church and community calendar this hour. The Mary Wood Weldon Library will have a program on understanding your retirement account statements. For the newly retired or soon to be retired folks. That's today, 1 p.m. this afternoon. Sign up at the library or online. The Highland Hills Church has a food pantry 4 to 6 p.m. today. Anyone in need of food can come, located on Broadway Street right here in Glasgow. The Grace Union Baptist Church will have a fall revival meeting beginning this Thursday the 3rd through Saturday the 5th, 6:30 p.m. each night. The guest speaker will be Brother Russell Mills. The church is located at 3611 Suttle Road in Edmonton. Jammin' on the Porch will be held this Thursday, November 3rd. That's tomorrow, 6 to 9 p.m. at the Thomas House in Horse Cave. Bluegrass and country music and old-time music. So bring your acoustical instrument, join in, or just stop by and enjoy the music there in Horse Cave. Also, the Mary Wood Weldon Library will have a class this Friday, the 4th, 9:30 a.m., about learning the features and functions of your tablet. Very, very good there. A lot of folks wonder about tablets, so if you're having trouble understanding yours, go by the library this Friday at 9:30 a.m. This is for all tablet types, too. Sign up online or at the library there. The Metcalfe County Public Library will host a local author book fair, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. this Friday, November 4th. Books by Carol Perkins, Gary Pfeiffer, Jennifer Moonsong, Jim Howard, and more will be available there for signing. So for information, you can call the library 270-432-4981. All right, folks, have an event coming up you'd like to share with us. You can simply submit online, WCLUradio.com or RadioSoki.com. Try to get that in at least a week or two in advance so we can give you plenty of good coverage for your special event. 7:41 on a Wednesday.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. .com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. It's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. So, how do you prepare for uncertain times? The answer, NetSuite. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and easily see where to save money. That's why 93% of customers say they improved their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. What are you waiting for? NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/advantage. netsuite.com/advantage.
Is it acceptable to go to Mickey D's just for a drink? Of course it is. But good luck leaving with just a drink. It's more than a drink. It's a Mickey D's drink.
Need a refreshing pick-me-up? Get a small soft drink, sweet tea, or hot coffee for just $1. Or a small iced coffee for $1.59. Only at McDonald's. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Let's get to know our Barron County attorney, Catherine Thomas.
I'm a small-town country girl with traditional core values. I was raised, I suspect, in much the same way as most of you. I'm a Christian, and I love Jesus, and I'm raising my daughter to do the same. I have no greater responsibility nor greater joy than being Avery's mom. I love my family and cherish the time spent with them. I teach children's worship each Sunday. I'm active in my child's school and have served on the Site-Based Decision-Making Council for her school each year. I live by the golden rule. I'm a strict parent. Just ask my daughter. And I have very high expectations of her, though those expectations are none higher than those I set for myself. These principles guide me each day as your Barron County attorney. I'm proud of the record that I've set over the last 4 years, and I humbly ask for your continued support and your vote as your Barron County attorney.
Paid for by Catherine Thomas, Barron County attorney.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. .com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. It's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. So, how do you prepare for uncertain times? The answer, NetSuite. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and easily see where to save money. That's why 93% of customers say they improved their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. What are you waiting for? NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/advantage. netsuite.com/advantage.
One thing's for sure, seasons do change. We might not be able to predict the date of the next cold snap, but at Southern States in business since 1923, we've seen some patterns. We're ready to fill your tanks and make sure you won't be chilled out by the seasonal changes. Southern States is ready to help you with seed and fertilizer for your pastures and your home lawns. We just love helping our customers prepare for the next season. We're Southern States, 300 Sampson Street in Glasgow.
Your forecast today for Glasgow, a couple of showers possible, becoming partly sunny. Today's high of 70 degrees. Tonight it will be clear, 46 the low. Patchy morning fog on Thursday, then sunny and 75. Thursday night clear, 52. Sunny, 76 on Friday to end the work week. Friday night partly cloudy, 60 degrees. Rain for the weekend, Saturday 60% chance likely. High of 75 and also a 50% chance of rain likely Saturday night, down to 54. Again today, partly sunny and 70. Currently 53 this morning here in Glasgow. Weather brought to you by Southern States. Here's a word from Danny Wyatt.
Good morning, friends. How do people know that you're a Christian? Is it because you carry a Bible around, or is it because you stand in public and tell others that they are sinners? According to John 13:35, Jesus says that the way others can tell if you are his disciple is whether you show love to one another. Jesus never told his followers to be sure and carry a Bible around in public, nor to try and publicly approach wrongdoers and make them feel guilty. But he did tell them to love one another. The reason for that might be that love has an attraction that reaches out to others with compassion rather than condemning judgment. People may not know much about your faith because you do things like going to church or giving to help a good cause or holding your Bible, but the compassionate care you show for others will be known wherever it's seen as being Christ-like. This will give you many more opportunities to share your faith than loud public proclamation or showy trappings of religion. What kind of badge are you wearing today? This is Danny Wyatt for the Refuge Church of Christ.
Andersen windows and doors with Stormwatch protection are designed to meet building codes for coastal locations from Maine to Miami, Gainesville to Galveston, and they're on guard even when no one is home. Andersen windows and doors with Stormwatch protection. The uglier the weather gets, the more beautiful they become.
See the full line of Andersen windows and doors at Glasgow Building Supply, 31E Bypass in Glasgow. Andersen Windows. Come home to Andersen.
2000, 2008, 2022. When it comes to the economy, those are some scary years. .com crash, housing crash, and the roller coaster we're going through right now. It's a dangerous time to not know your numbers. But over 31,000 businesses have the confidence and clarity they need because they rely on NetSuite by Oracle, the #1 cloud financial system. NetSuite gives you visibility and control of financials, inventory, HR, planning, and budgeting. Manage risk, get reliable forecasts, improve margins. Everything you need all in one place. So, how do you prepare for uncertain times? The answer, NetSuite. NetSuite helps you identify rising costs, automate your business processes, and easily see where to save money. That's why 93% of customers say they improved their visibility and control when they upgraded to NetSuite. What are you waiting for? NetSuite is offering a one-of-a-kind flexible financing program. Head to netsuite.com/advantage. netsuite.com/advantage.
At Metro by T-Mobile, you can save more. Choose from the largest selection of free 5G phones from brands you love, like Samsung, with one line of unlimited 5G for $40, period. Taxes and fees included. That's the lowest price in prepaid. Switch now and get both. Just save more. Only at Metro. If congested, the fraction of users greater than 35 gigabytes per month may notice reduced speeds, and Metro customers may notice reduced speeds versus T-Mobile due to prioritization. Video streams in SD requires eligible port-in. See store for details.
Good morning, live 748. Every Wednesday at this time, we give you
Opry Clue number 1.
All right, let's do this morning. Opry clue number 1, and keep in mind, we'll give you another clue tomorrow, your third and final clue on Friday, and then your chance to win those Opry passes. Grand Ole Opry in Nashville. Always a lot of fun and incredible shows. Here's clue number 1. This artist has written #1 hits for Randy Travis, Kenny Rogers, Keith Whitley, Mary Chapin Carpenter, and many others too. That's your first Opry clue of the week.
Well, I'm a orthopedic surgeon, board certified.
Meet Dr. John Herzog, who's certainly done his share of knee and hip replacements. But these days, he's encouraging his patients to look at regenerative medicine options, now available at QC Kinetics.
I'm kind of the anti-surgeon right now, and a lot of my buddies, if they hear me talking, they're going to give me a call.
Dr. Herzog says advances in regenerative medicine can give your achy joints lasting relief using highly concentrated healing agents from your own body body to repair and restore damaged tissue.
We take the fluid out of you, we concentrate it, and put it in an area where they couldn't normally get to and facilitate healing.
Are you suffering from constant pain due to arthritis or injury? Maybe it's time to look at alternatives to drugs and surgery at QC Kinetics, the nation's leader in these exciting treatments.
What could be more natural than using your own body to heal yourself?
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 270-974-4500. That's 270-974-4500. 270-974-4500.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
Good morning, everybody. Some tidbit news. Actually, we're going to do something a little different today. Brendan Crane's in the newsroom. Brendan?
Hey, I am here. I'm tickled to death. We've got folks calling us this morning and asking some good questions, and I really appreciate everyone engaging. So, how are you?
I'm doing great. Doing great. It's been, pretty steady this morning. A lot of good calls, a lot of birthdays coming in today. We welcome your birthdays. Okay, something a little different today. We're going to play the 20-question game. Because, when you work on the radio, there's still things about Brent. Even though I work with him every day, there's things about him I don't know. Little things. Nothing deep, just surface stuff. And so I'm sure there's things about me you don't know. And there's listeners listening that probably wonder certain things. So I have prepared 20 questions for Brennan. He has prepared 20 for me. He does not know my questions. I do not know his questions. And we have 1 minute to answer 20 questions.
Hey, I'm sure there's going to be some overlap in these.
Yeah.
But I tried, like you said, we're not going to ask you to tell your Social Security number out over the air.
I wouldn't tell you.
But, I don't want to know,
Yeah, and we can't pass. You can't say pass.
You can't.
These are designed to be quick answers off the top of your head type questions.
So is it feasible that I'll know everything you ask me? Because what if you ask me, something that...
I won't ask you dates or anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Just basic stuff.
All right. Well, I'm not going to ask you those either. I'm going to ask you basic things. Okay. All right. Well, are you ready?
I'm ready. I have my 20 questions right here.
All right.
Brendan Crane. So
I'm nervous already.
Let's start the clock.
All right. And then once this countdown goes, I'm going to start answering. So you get a head start and start asking.
Okay.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
All right, Brendan. Favorite color?
Blue.
Favorite hobby?
Reading.
Dream person you'd like to meet, dead or alive?
Abraham Lincoln.
Favorite animal?
Dog.
Favorite movie of all time?
Oh, my goodness. Lee Daniels, The Butler.
Favorite dessert?
Coca-Cola cake.
Favorite restaurant?
Oh, gosh. You would ask that. Let's go with Zaxby's.
Okay. A favorite place you've always wanted to visit?
Somewhere in Europe.
Favorite actor?
Morgan Freeman.
Favorite board game?
Monopoly.
Favorite Netflix series?
The Watcher.
Oh, that's a good one. Favorite fruit?
Peach.
Favorite meat?
Steak.
Dream car?
A G-Wagon.
Most preferred music to listen to?
Probably like pop.
Oh, we're out of time.
Gosh, that was terrible.
You answered number 4. You answered 15.
I answered 15 questions.
15 out of 20 in 60 seconds.
15? That didn't feel like 15 questions.
It was. Most preferred music to listen to. And what did you say?
I said pop, but I don't think that's right because I used to really enjoy pop, but anymore I don't. I don't know. I listen to a wide range of things. When I'm working, I like to listen to classical music because it kind of helps me think.
Yeah.
And then when I'm just cruising down the road, I don't know.
Bluegrass, of course.
I like literally everything. I'll listen to bluegrass. I'll listen to gospel music. I'll listen to classic rock. I'll listen to hip-hop.
I knew that'd be a stumper for you because you're all over the place.
Well, you said favorite restaurant, and I said Zaxby's, which, hey, the folks at Zaxby's are great and appreciate their sponsorship on the, I believe, on the Trader. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is I do eat there once a week, so
you do.
There's no denying that.
Yeah.
But there are certainly other restaurants out there too that I love. So you ask the news guy to discriminate, and I don't like that. I'm not comfortable with giving my opinion.
Okay, here's the 5 questions you did not answer.
Okay.
Do Do you play a musical instrument?
Of course not.
Largest city you've ever visited?
Oh, me. Probably Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever been overseas?
If you count the Bahamas, but I really don't consider. I mean, it's over the sea to an extent, but no, nothing like Europe or anywhere.
Favorite president?
Man, I mean, I'd have to go with probably one of the founding guys.
Yeah.
Good old George Washington.
Yeah,
really.
And your favorite holiday? That was the 20th question.
On the surface, I really have always enjoyed Thanksgiving, not just because you get to eat good food, but just being together. But Christmas and those holidays, of course. But I also occasionally if we're doing something fun, Easter's always
that's a good one.
A good one too.
Okay, I'm ready.
For the reason. All right. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, get your joggers on. Here we go.
The game begins in 3, 2, 1.
When's your birthday?
June 25th, 68.
What's your favorite animal?
Dog.
Who would you call to bail you out of jail if you were arrested?
My wife.
Have you ever had a speeding ticket?
No.
If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go?
Ireland.
What was your favorite school subject?
Spelling.
What genres of music do you like?
Bluegrass, country.
Are you a morning or night person?
Both.
What is your favorite food?
Home cooking.
What's your favorite color?
Purple.
What's your favorite movie?
Back to the Future.
What's your biggest pet peeve?
Oh, stopping at green lights.
What's your favorite holiday?
Thanksgiving.
Where'd you grow up?
Brownsville.
What is a skill you'd like to learn? That's the stumper. Come on. 10 seconds.
Painting.
What do you value the most in a friend or partner?
Honesty.
What's your biggest irrational fear?
Heights.
All right, and would you rather live without the internet or without bathing? Say it.
Bathing.
Oh, my God.
I'm just kidding. Internet for sure.
James, you answered 18 questions in 60 seconds if you count the last. So here are the two you didn't get.
Okay.
How would your friends describe you?
Friendly.
Friendly. That's literally what I think everyone says. I would like to see a poll or a survey to see what's the most likely response there.
Yeah.
And lastly, what are you most grateful for?
Oh, I would have to say God, salvation, and then family.
Very good.
Yeah.
Well, let me go back through here real quick because there's one of these I wanted to ask you about. You said both to morning or night person, and is that because you don't sleep?
I like to stay up late, and I love to get up early. Equally. It's really odd, and it's probably
exhausting.
not healthy.
That's exhausting. Well,
that's fun.
Are there any answers to the ones you picked for me that you'd like to tell about yourself? And I'll do the same on here.
Let's see. When I ask you your favorite president, no. I ask you, who would you like to meet, dead or alive?
I said Abe Lincoln.
You did say Abe Lincoln. Is that true?
I think so. I've always been curious about Abe Lincoln. One, because he's a Kentucky boy, but two, because he was such a game changer in his time. He's a very smart man. And an interesting looking guy. He reminds me a lot of some folks I know. Well, no, you're not tall.
He's in my family tree.
Interesting. I'm sure he's somewhere in a lot of ours around these parts. But anyway.
Good old Abe.
Who would you want to meet?
Oh, goodness. I'm glad you didn't ask me that one. There's so many. Probably a musician. I'd like to meet Ricky Skaggs.
You've never met Ricky?
Not met him.
Did you ever meet Bill Monroe?
I saw him. I didn't meet him. But I'd like to sit down and have a cup of coffee with Ricky Skaggs and ask him a few questions.
What do you value most in a friend or a partner? Would you say honesty?
Honesty.
I can agree with that one. I think what I value most in a friend, someone that's a true friend, is someone that's patient. I do appreciate patience.
Boy,
and I try to give that.
That's important, isn't it?
And again, I appreciate what you said there. What are you most grateful for? Of course, a lot of folks probably skip to material things, but hey, you can't beat salvation.
That's right. That's my honest answer.
No secrets here about that. So.
All right, coming up, more news and the Real Trader.
Very good.
This is your home for Glasgow's best variety. WCLU Glasgow. W273